Okay, another movie versus book. Which do I prefer? The Hellbound Heart versus Hellraiser. These are both one of my favorite books and movies ever. I think that they're great companion pieces and they each have a little something that the other doesn't. I adore both. I cannot choose. You can't make me. They're both great. The next one, Richard Matheson's I Am Legend. This depends if you're comparing it to the remake that Will Smith was in, the I Am Legend movie, or I believe it's called The Last Man on Earth. And that is definitely more of a vampire story the way that this is. It's much more comparable to this. But if we're talking about, I mean, I enjoy I Am Legend the movie, but I really do like this book too. They feel very separate from each other. So in this case, I think I'm gonna go with the book. Next up, Richard Matheson's A Stir of Echoes. I grew up watching this movie. I loved this movie in the 90s, but this book is definitely a lot different. I read it when I was older, and it's not really a ghost story the way that the movie is. So in this case, I prefer the movie. Same again with Audition. This is a Japanese horror film, and if you've seen it, you know, very disturbing. The book is extremely mild. There's really not any horror until the last few pages, and for that reason, I enjoy the movie more. And this is Sandcastle. This is the graphic novel that the movie Old is based off of. And for this one, I feel like there were some things that didn't make sense, but I feel like the movie didn't make even more sense. I have a movie versus book on this. Actually, I have a movie versus book on all of these over on my YouTube channel. So if you want to see the differences and similarities, you can check that out. But for this one, I'm going to say I preferred the Sandcastle. I prefer Sandcastle more. Yeah, I think it just made a little bit more sense. And there were things that were cut out of this that I feel like would have made more sense in the movie as well. So there you have it. Now I want to know, out of those, which do you prefer, the movie or the book?